Welcome back. This is the Through the Waves Survival Miniseries, where we go deeper into the reality of benzodiazepine withdrawal, recovery, and everything it takes to stay afloat. You're listening to Through the Waves Beyond Survival, and today we're starting with something essential. The myths that keep people suffering in silence. The myths that make you doubt your own experience. The myths that make you question your sanity while you're fighting for your life. This episode isn't about correcting misinformation. It's about taking the weight off your shoulders. Because when you're already in withdrawal, especially from long-term benzodiazepine use, you don't just deal with the symptoms. You deal with the people telling you that what you're feeling isn't real. So let's break this wide open. Myth 1. Benzodiazepine withdrawal only lasts a few weeks. This one destroys people. This one turns genuine suffering into self-blame. This one has sent so many into despair. The truth is that withdrawal timelines vary enormously. Someone who used benzodiazepines for a short time might generally stabilize quickly. But for long-term users, especially people on higher doses, people like you, people like me, the timeline can stretch far beyond that, months, sometimes years. This doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're not healing. It means your brain and body are doing a slow rebuild after long-term chemical suppression. That's not failure, that's biology. Myth 2. If it's this bad, you're doing something wrong. This myth makes people ashamed to admit that they're suffering. You could have tapered carefully. You could have done everything thoughtfully and respectfully. You could have followed every guideline perfectly, and still, your nervous system can respond in ways that feel catastrophic. Some people are genetically more sensitive. Some have underlying neurological vulnerabilities. Some were prescribed dosages or combinations that should have never been given together. Some were polydrugged without their knowledge of how dangerous that is. Benzo withdrawal is not an exam you can fail. It's not a test of discipline. It's not about perfection. It's about neurochemistry. And every brain is different. Myth 3. It's just anxiety coming back. This one is infuriating, especially when it comes from a professional. People say this because they don't understand the actual mechanics of benzodiazepine withdrawal. They don't understand receptor downregulation, hyperexcitability, glutamate imbalance, cortisol surges, autonomic chaos, thermoregulation breakdown, or sensory distortions. Withdrawal fear doesn't feel like anxiety. It feels existential, primal, chemical, violent. It feels like your entire body is screaming without reason. It feels like terror you can't negotiate with. You can't meditate it away. You can't talk it down. You can't willpower your way out. Because it isn't psychological. It's a neurological injury. Myth 4. Doctors know exactly what's happening. Some do, many don't. This is not an attack, it's reality. Medical education often barely covers benzodiazepines, let alone long-term withdrawal. Many clinicians only learn that benzos are safe short-term and that withdrawal is simple. They assume symptoms that last longer than a month must be mental illness resurfacing. This leads to misdiagnosis. This leads to additional prescriptions. This leads to unnecessary hospitalizations. This leads to being told, you're fine, when you're falling apart. You're not crazy for feeling unheard. The system simply isn't built for awareness of what you're going through. Myth 5. If you can walk and talk, you're okay. This one is cruel because benzodiazepine withdrawal is often invisible torture. You could be walking, talking, working, while your nerves are burning, while your skin is crawling, while your thoughts are disintegrating, while your emotions swing with no trigger, while you're shaking inside your bones, while you feel like your soul is being pulled through your rib cage, while derealization makes the world look unreal and distant, while formication makes you feel like insects are crawling under your skin, while akathisia makes every second feel like you're trapped in your body. From the outside, you look normal. On the inside, you're surviving an experience most people could never imagine. Myth 6. You're exaggerating. There is nothing exaggerated about skin burning like acid, electricity running through your nerves, hot and cold waves that feel like someone is switching temperature inside your spine, intense internal shaking, crushing depression that appears out of nowhere, fear that feels chemically induced, akathisia, one of the most misunderstood tortures in medicine, the black border visuals around objects, disassociation so deep you feel like your consciousness is hovering behind your head, fatigue so extreme it feels like gravity is multiplied, emotional pain that feels physical, the inability to regulate any internal state. This is not exaggeration. This is not drama. This is withdrawal. This is injury, and this is real. Myth 7. If you're still suffering, you're not trying hard enough. Nobody suffering through this is lazy. Nobody enduring this is weak. You get out of bed. That's strength. You breathe through terror. That's strength. You keep going when your brain tells you to give up. That's strength. You make food when you can't feel joy or hunger. That's strength. You're surviving something that would break most people. You don't need motivation. You don't need productivity. You need compassion, especially towards yourself. The truth behind all these myths, the truth is simple. Your suffering is real. Your symptoms are real. Your healing is real, even when you can't feel it. Breaking these myths isn't about negativity. It's about liberation. People need to know that they're not crazy. They're injured. They're healing. They're in a storm that ends slowly, not suddenly. And this series is here to help you walk through it. As we continue, we're going to go deeper. The science, the symptoms, the survival strategies, the emotional storms, community experiences, the long-term outcomes, and the path forward. Whether you're in early withdrawal, months in, or deep into protracted waves, this series is for you. You're not alone. You're not imagining this. You're not failing. You're healing in only a way the nervous system knows how. Slowly, painfully, and unpredictably, but always moving towards stability. Episode 2 will take you into the real biology behind withdrawal, the part most people never hear explained clearly. You're doing more than surviving. You're learning the truth. And the truth is the first step toward reclaiming your life.